Did you know that the harder you try to grow spiritually, the further you may be drifting from the one thing Jesus told you to do? In this video, I will show you 4 reasons why you need to stop trying so hard. Because God already gave us the answer in John chapter 15. Yet, most people read this chapter without ever truly understanding it. Before we dive deep, we must understand the context of these words. John 15 was not spoken in a quiet, safe classroom. The teacher spoke these words while walking to the garden, where he would meet his destiny. He had only hours left before his departure, making this his final instruction. This was the one thing he wanted them to remember when everything fell apart. And the very first thing he said was not to work harder.
I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener.
Notice the word true. It implies there are false vines, counterfeit ways of living that look spiritual but are not. Many are attached to these false vines without even knowing it.
And it is completely exhausting them day after day.
Here is what the teacher was trying to teach them and us.
Reason 1, you were never meant to be the source. You were never created to produce your own spiritual life. You were created simply to receive it from Him. I am the vine, you are the branches.
Whoever abides in me, and I in him, bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. Read that last line slowly. Apart from him, nothing.
He did not say, you can do a little bit on your own. He said you can do absolutely nothing. These were men who had healed the sick and cast out demons. Yet, Jesus reminded them that they are still just branches. A branch has only one job: to stay connected. The branch does not strain or struggle to produce grapes. It does not lie awake at night wondering how to make fruit happen. Fruit is the natural result of being connected to a living source. This is where most people miss the point entirely. They try to manufacture what only abiding can produce. They try to force peace out of an anxious, busy soul. They try to force love out of a heart that is empty. And then they wonder why their efforts feel so artificial.
The Apostle Paul understood this dynamic perfectly. He wrote that we are God's workmanship, created for good works. Works that God prepared beforehand for us to walk in. The design is already done. Your job is not to invent it.
Your job is simply to walk into what He has prepared.
The man who tries to invent his own fruit will burn out.
The branch that stays connected will naturally see growth. Reason 2. Striving and abiding are opposite motions.
Striving leans forward in anxiety and effort. Abiding sits still in quiet trust and peace. Striving grips tightly, trying to control everything.
Abiding releases control, trusting the gardener. Striving asks, "What more must I do?" Abiding asks, "Where have I drifted from Him?"
This is why the teacher used the word abide 10 times.
He was not decorating a speech. He was driving a point home.
Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, unless it abides in the vine, neither can you.
Watch a couple married for 40 years sit together. They are not performing. They are simply near each other. The nearness itself is what does the work. That is abiding.
But most relate to God like a never-ending job interview.
Always trying to prove they deserve their place. Martha is the perfect picture of this striving.
She had the Son of God sitting in her living room.
But she was stuck in the kitchen, cooking and cleaning. Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone?
Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things. But only one thing is necessary.
One thing. Not 7. Not a complex routine.
Just one thing: to sit peacefully at his feet.
How many of your problems are not actually circumstances, but simply because you have not sat with God in so long?
Reason 3. Pruning is not a punishment.
And you cannot prune yourself successfully.
The painful seasons in your life are not signs of anger.
They are signs that the gardener is working on you.
Every branch that bears fruit, he tends. So that it may bear even more fruit.
Notice that he tends the branches that are already fruitful.
The dead branches are the ones that get thrown away. In the quiet of difficult seasons, we meet God deeply.
Tending looks like loss, but it is actually preparation. It is the gardener removing what steals your energy. Many try to prune themselves through sheer willpower. But self-pruning only leads to more exhaustion. God treats us as his children, guiding us patiently. Discipline may seem painful now, but it yields peace later.
Only the gardener knows exactly what needs to be cut.
Your job is to stay on the vine while he works. Reason 4. The proof of connection is fruit, not effort. God does not measure you by how hard you work. He measures you by the fruit that is growing. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit. The proof is not in the struggle. It is in the fruit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. You cannot produce these by simply trying harder. So ask yourself, am I connected to the vine? If you are, the fruit will come naturally in its season. Stop striving today and simply choose to abide in him.